Hello, Aries, and welcome to Infinity Tarot and Oracle. My name is Mary, and I am going to be doing a love read for you. What I've been doing tonight is I've been taking my cards with the zodiac signs and flipping with my eyes closed and waiting until I am guided to stop to see who gets the reading next. And you are the next one up, Aries. So I'm just kind of clearing the space there. And I'm going to be using my Froud Faery deck. They've been very active and fun to work with lately. I am an intuitive empath, so I go by messages from the book with the fairies. I always will go to the book with the fairies, so know that. But I'm also going to give you any messages that intuitively come to me that I need to tell you. This reading is general. It may not resonate with everyone. This is for anyone with Aries in their chart, mainly Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But anywhere you have Aries in your chart, you may find this reading to be helpful. This is about romantic love, whether you are single or with someone. Either way, I'm doing just a general love reading, so it could, just depending on where the messages go, they usually can be applied to either situation. So let's see if there's anything else I need to tell you. I think that's all. Before we start pulling cards at this time, I'd like to say a little prayer of gratitude in advance that I be a clear, concise channel for Aries, the sign of Aries, and anything that the Aries guided to this video needs to know now about the romantic love in their life or the upcoming romantic love in their life. I call upon my guides and angels and the guides and angels of every Aries guided to this video to join together to send me messages that they need to hear now that will be best for their highest good and the highest good of all involved. I also call upon the universe and any universal beings of love and light that would like to partake in this reading and can assist. We are happy to have your assistance, and I also declare this space free of negative entities and energies. You are not welcome here. Only energies and entities of love and light may partake in this session. Thank you. Thank you so much for waiting me out on that little opening. Now we're going to pull some cards. I'm not using any particular spread. I just pull until I feel like I need to stop. And automatically we had 17 flying out. Didn't even really get to, I was mentally asking, and I already set the intention that the best messages for the romantic love department come out. And so let's see what himself, 17, has to say. Natural law, life force, magic, shamanic power. When himself appears in a card spread, he not only indicates that a great amount of energy is present in the reading, and I can feel that. I feel like a really heavy, not bad heavy, but a heavy energy from you, Aries, when I was, sort of pulling in the energy. But he also strongly energizes the fairy cards around him. Everything he touches becomes more of whatever it is, more alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome, more awful. This card in a reading can indicate great validity, victory, or triumph, confidence, and power. That's awesome. There is leadership and ability to command, steadfastness and integrity, wild power held and channeled for the good of all by will. Himself speaks of protection, either of the current or of someone the current owes protection to, like a child or an elder. Acceptance of paternal responsibility is important, as are deep and communicated relationships. He is the preserver of the natural world and its balances. Shamanic power may be indicated here, as well as a potential for powerful spiritual healing. This card may also speak of erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. Ooh, I like that with the erotic energy. So I feel like there's some heated love coming for you, Aries. Something passionate and definitely, like I said, erotic. And I think that something that's happening in the love department is going to promote a lot of creativity in your life in general. And I think that there's a lot of magical things that are happening behind the scenes, Aries, to help you to come together with the person that you love or that you're about to meet, who's going to be the person that you're going to love for a very long time in the future, if not forever, or returning love. If you're in a relationship, I think that the erotic passion is going to be kind of reigniting in your relationship, which is always a good thing too. So a lot of magic around you, Aries. A lot of magical things happening in the love department that you maybe you've seen and noticed. Some songs popping into your head, reminders of things, memories surfacing that you haven't thought of in a long time. There's going to be something, I'm getting like erupting like a volcano, but not necessarily in a bad way. Passionate, erotic, exciting. What else, Aries, please? What else? What else for Aries in the romantic love department? What else? Aries, romantic love. Fairies, come on now. I'm sorry. Sometimes it does take a long time for the cards to pop out because I kind of like to let them pop out on their own unless I am drawn to pull one. So I apologize if they're taking a bit to get to the card that they feel you need next. Oh, there we go. Thank you, fairies. All right, Unity. Oh my gosh, I just had this in the was it Aquarius? I think it was the Aquarius reading. I just had Unity come out. So one, new beginning is coming. A passionate, fiery new beginning coming, Aries. And then we have 18, the Lady of the Harvest. And this is autumn, right? And 18, that's a 9 in numerology. So something is finishing out. And now you've got this number 1 coming in, a new beginning and a union, unity. Whether you're together or apart, it's coming. Maybe you're together and you don't have a lot of togetherness, and you're going to be having a lot of togetherness now, with passion reigniting and eroticism reigniting and fires that you thought maybe were going out or just going to explode inside both of you. I find that interesting that you had the 9 and the 1 come out, you know. It's 17, so 8, 9, and then 10, you know, the 1 would be 10. Let's see here. I just did read Unity, so and that's asking you to recognize the wholeness, that you know you're not alone. You're never alone, because we're all connected in some way, and every little thing we do affects other people, and same thing, vice versa. So remember that, so you don't feel alone, because I know a lot of people have been coming out of some really rough patches in their life, and it's been hard. But this card here is about union, mystical experience. What I say, this is mystical and magic, spiritual home. You're a spiritual home for someone, Aries, and the person that the cross watcher as well. You guys are spiritual homes to each other, and those kind of people, those kinds of souls are always drawn back. So they're always pulling the physical body back together. It's very hard to stop it from happening and to resist it, because it's just meant to be. No time apart, no distance can stop two souls who are drawn to each other and are meant to be together in this physical realm. It's going to happen. So there's a lot of special, magical, mystical stuff going on right now for you, Aries, and I think you know that already. Let's see here. So basically, I'm not going to read all of the Unity card, because I believe that's just what I just said about that is what you're meant to hear, that this is a new beginning. Know that it's mystical. Know that union is coming. And if you're already in union with someone, you're going to be having a reunion with the passion and fire that maybe feels like it has died out in your relationship. It's resurfacing and it's reigniting. But I am going to go to the Lady of the Harvest and see what she has to say to you. Okay. And so, like I said, 9, it's about completion. And this card, I don't think I've ever had her come out in a reading for anyone. Completion, grief, loss, harvest, and release are all things that the Lady of the Harvest card represents. So it says here, it's time to accept change, to move on to the next phase. Magical. Power and strength in the present and future come from realizing the past. This is a time of liberation. We might as well cooperate with it. It will happen whether we want it or not. And what did I just say earlier? It doesn't matter. When something is destined for us and these souls are drawn, they're going to pull our souls, our physical bodies together. They're going to do things magically to have divine intervention take place to arrange for that to happen. And it's going to happen whether we want it to or not. Release and liberation may be painful or joyful depending on the circumstances. Cry if you need to. Be joyful if that is appropriate. But in either case, trust the process and acknowledge what you feel and prepare to move on, because you have something very, very exciting, blissful, joyful, magical brewing in the love department, Aries. It's really amazing what's coming here. Even loss can bring about gain and joy. I feel bad saying this, but if somebody's going to be attending a funeral, there might be somebody there that you're going to reconnect with, that's going to bring you great comfort and healing. And I feel like that might be just a message for a few particular people. But know that in the greatest storms bring the most beautiful and brightest rainbows, and it cannot rain all the time, but you've got a lot of magic here. It's going to be amazing. This is card 30. I think that's the Loam or Loamy. These cards, like in my other readings, I always say the writing is so scripty on the card itself that it can be really hard for me to read. And sometimes I've said it wrong until I get into the book and I'm like, that's not an L, that's a T. Yeah, the Loam. Unconditional giving, unconditional receiving is what this card represents. There's other energies of something that was stuck before, wasn't what's the word that I'm trying to get to, wasn't blossoming, wasn't showing itself, wasn't erupting. Something is about to erupt in a very magical way for you, and it's going to become unstuck or unblocked. So it's saying here, if you're stuck or blocked in a situation and the loam turns up in a reading, you probably need to stop focusing on what you're trying to accomplish and simply give to others, freely and generously and unconditionally. Try a few random acts of kindness, unconditionally given, of course. Do some volunteer work somewhere. Mow your elderly neighbor's lawn, or take homemade soup or some flowers from your garden to someone who you know is ill. Give help to a coworker just because they need it. Give to a needy stranger, whether or not you think he deserves it. Take flowers into a hospital and give them to a stranger at random, or give them to a nurse with compliments from the universe. Give a bit more than you think you can afford. Go a little further than you think you reasonably can. Empty your wallet or purse of all of your cash for a beggar on the street. Don't worry, it will fill up again and much faster than you expect. And I find that to be true. When we give, it all comes back around. And giving unconditional love to others and kindness brings that so much bountifully back into our own life. So, and also it's a good distraction while you're waiting on this union, while you're waiting on the flames to reignite or ignite for the first time. You're focusing on other things, then that situation gets you out of your head space about it and more into your heart space. And opening any blockages in the heart chakra while doing so, which allows for the union, allows for the change. But the cards here are telling you that a fiery, passionate, erotic change is coming. And so that's exciting. This is all looking like it's going to be exciting. Though I feel like for some reason, there's like a heavy energy with a lot of the Aries out there. I can feel it right now. It feels very stuck. Very stuck. But I'm here to tell you that you're getting pushed forward, and the universe is divinely arranging a lot of things, synchronicities, signs, songs coming into your head, songs coming into the radio, people from the past, people coming up to you and saying things. These are all divine intervention type things that are leading you to the union that's going to really bring your life such joy and bliss, and close out something that was very painful for you, or something that's been in a rut and not very exciting, maybe boring for some. But definitely a lot of good stuff coming there. Let's pull one more. What else varies for Aries? The Aries guided to watch this video. Aries, what else do they need to know about their romantic love life? What else, please? Okay, here we go. 36, another 9. So you definitely are closing something out. Closing out a period of feeling alone, closing out a period of feeling abandoned, closing out a period of not getting attention in your current relationship, closing out a period of feeling lonely, of feeling sad. That's what I'm getting. But let's go ahead and I'm going to pull that from the book and tell you what it says exactly. Spirit of the Dancer. Makes me think of freedom and just joy, because dancing is just, it feels so good. Even if you can't dance, it feels nice just to get your body moving and move to the music. Let's see here. And oh my gosh, that's exactly what I said. Freedom, exploration, self-expression. That's exactly what that card stands for. And in a reading, it says now is the time to focus and really concentrate on a project or a process. What did I say, right? Giving yourself a good distraction while you're just finishing out this last little bit of waiting for whatever's coming for the union, or the union to reignite and things like that. So again, now is the time to focus on and really concentrate on a project or process, especially one involving the creative arts. Spontaneity balanced by self-discipline will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. This is the time to bring out and share qualities that we have nurtured in private. So Aries, if you have something that you feel could benefit the world in some way, like a podcast or a channel, or maybe even some art that you could create that would bring joy into somebody's life, and there's something, a talent that you have that you haven't shared with anybody, now is the time to do that. It's going to help in this process of closing out the painful cycle and beginning this new one in union and love and fire and passion. So definitely, it's, the universe is trying to keep you distracted right now, because we don't want your vibration dropping while you're waiting for the union and the healing that has occurred to finish up and take place. You don't want to give up. You want to keep busy with constructive things, right? And creating is such a good thing for the soul. Keeps the vibration up. And when you keep the vibration up, good things can come to you. They can manifest. So that's your reading, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed it. It sounds like you've got some really deep, exciting stuff surfacing. Let me know in the comments if it resonates. And if you did like this video, please click the like button. I've been thinking lately, I'm like, I wonder if people are stingy with likes. Like, not on my channel, I don't mean that, but myself even. Sometimes I'll be like, likes, or we have endless amount of likes. We can like everything. We can give 1,000,000 likes away a day if we want to. I've been trying to give more that way, but I don't know why that just came to me. Anyways, so if you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel also if you haven't done so already, and click the bell so you know when new readings are coming. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can get one on my Etsy page. They're only right now $4.44, and that's kind of my YouTube channel grand opening special. And once I think they're all sold, I think I had 100 set, and I think I still have 53 left to sell. I'm going to change it up and raise the price and things like that. So get that while the price is only $4.44. It's done by video, tailored to your question, and usually ends up being like 12 to 20 minutes of me giving you guidance and advice on the question. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm so excited for you, for what you're about to come into, Aries. It's pretty magical. That's exciting. In the love department, magic is happening for you, Aries. Magic. Believe that too. All right. And I'm wishing you all the blessings life has to offer from here on out. Thank you. Bye.